They whispering that I fall off. Never stood 10 toes, never fall. Young nigga finna ball off. And it's still west side Pasadena, never finna fall
Welcome to a
off.
very hectic week in my life as a self-taught software engineer. It's gonna be a busy one. Let me give you a rundown of what my crazy week looks like this week, but I'm headed to my garage because we're pressed for time and I still need to work out. I don't typically shoot videos out of my garage, but here we are. So if you're new here, I'm a specific type of software engineer. I'm a developer advocate, which means I instruct and educate and help other engineers and other companies use my company's product. My company's Slack, by the way, best company on earth. So in the summer times, my schedules get incredibly busy. Today, I am giving a technical presentation and workshop to one of our customers. A really exciting customer because my brother works there as a product designer, so I'm gonna get to see him at work. I don't know what I'm talking about today because it was a last minute request, as they typically are in this profession. So I have to figure out this morning, it's 8:30, what I'm talking about at like 3 p.m. in front of 100 people. So that's fun. We love our tech talks. And if that wasn't enough, I'm heading to New Orleans on Wednesday night to do some more technical talks at a conference, teaching people how to use Workflow Builder, our developer experience, our developer environment. So that's fun as well, because I don't have content for that because that was also a last minute request. And then earlier this year when I got married, I told my wife I was always gonna bring the beach to her in my vows, and it's her birthday week. She gets the whole week this week, so I want to take her to the place where we met. That's her favorite beach. That's Destin, Florida. So on Friday, I'm going to meet her in Florida on the beach to have a little vacation, celebration, happy birthday for her. But I am not prepared for any of that. I don't even have a rental car. So yeah, let me chug this coffee and get to my workout. We're just doing kettlebells today. All right, the workout is complete. I've been trying to work in these kettlebells to get a little bit more strength building when I can't make it to the gym and just crush my muscles. It's about 9 a.m. I have a meeting at 9:30, a one-on-one with my other developer advocate who's gonna join me in New Orleans, as well as a one-on-one with my manager. I'm gonna shower, get ready for that, and I'll see you at the meeting. All right, it is 9:28. I think. My meeting's at 9:30. I got 2 minutes to spare. Let's get it. All right, my office is such a mess right now, but there is no time to clean it up. It is now 9:31, and I am 1 minute late for my meeting. All right, I got some good news. Both of my meetings, they just got canceled. My one-on-one with my supervisor and my coworker, both of them canceled, which is good news because I have to do a lot of work today to get a technical presentation in place to deliver, and I need some time. So I'm glad I got the time back, and I'm gonna try to scrape together something that is inspiring and revolutionary and gets the people pumping. But before I do anything, my office is like super dirty. Like, look how nasty it all looks, and I can't focus with that. So let's clean up the office before we do anything else. Wow, check it out. Okay, so the desk is clean-ish, but the office, not so much. But since I have my time clear and my desk clear, I think it's time to start figuring out what I'm gonna say to people later today. All right, so I got most of my presentation done. I'd say about 90% of it. I speak in 3 hours and I still haven't like finished the technical portion of it. But I'd say that's fine, that's great. But I'm running late for an appointment because I'm a brown person, and in the brown community, it's basically a high crime if you pull up to a function or an event without your hair lined up and crisp. So I'm gonna get my hair lined up and crisp so I don't embarrass my culture. Let's get it. Man, I was sprinting over here. I was going 90.
You never gotta do that.
How you been?
Good. What about yourself?
Busy. Atlanta was wild.
So we're just doing lineup?
Yes, sir.
You ain't taking that trip, and you won't be taking no more.
That looks amazing. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I get to keep the clip.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
Have a great one.
Yes,
Doing
sir.
good things.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
See you around.
All right now.
Bro, I'm not sure what the military did with me, but I trip every single time that I'm like 3 or 4 minutes late for an appointment. In the military, if you're late for an appointment, it's like prison.
You make an appointment with the dentist and you don't show up, believe it or not, jail right away.
So every time I have an appointment, like in the civilian world that I'm late for, I get so freaked out. But buddy was chilling, it was fine, haircut went great. So now that I look like a respectable human being, I'm gonna slide over to the workshop presentation thing, and it's gonna be a great day. How fun. All right, so I'm just looking at my work phone and it looks like they moved me up from 3 p.m. to 1. So instead of talking in 3 hours, I talk in 1 hour. Goodness, all right. I gotta get over there, let's go. It is 12:30 and we made it. I speak in 29.5 minutes, but we're here. So I'm in downtown Austin, that's where their office is, and I'm behind schedule, my favorite. Let's go. All right, welcome to the session where it's all about automating in Slack. My name is Jeremiah Peoples. I'm a senior developer advocate here at Slack. All right, so the last thing I'll close on is now the new way to build end-to-end automations and the developer experience that have all your if statements and API calls is through the Slack CLI. I'll hand it off to the next speaker. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
Woo, it's hot. Ugh. Done with workish for the day, and I'm gonna head back to the Domain, which is like a mall in this area, so I can get my suit fitted because my other brother's wedding is in 2 weeks and my suit still looks terrible. So let's go ahead and do that. This suit tailoring thing that cost like $250, which was like just as much as the suit cost originally, which is crazy, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm the best man, by the way. It's a high honor. All right, we just got back to the house. Today was a very, very long day, but I did finally get to meet up with my brother. He did actually end up making it to my presentation. He got the last 10 seconds of it, so A for effort for Josiah. So if you've seen any of my other videos, Josiah is the brother who assembled car parts, and then he became a designer and then a developer, and now he's a designer again. So it was pretty cool to get to go to work where he works and to just see him at work doing his thing, and just, we're taking over Austin. That's what's happening. We're taking over Austin. Him and his family are a big reason why I moved to Austin, just because I felt so calm and peaceful when I first got here. But I finally picked up some new pre-workout. In another video, I had this apple spice pre-workout, and it was just so bad, but I'm so cheap that I didn't want to buy a new batch of pre-workout, so I just suffered through downing that nasty apple spice pre-workout for like 6 months. I feel like I didn't get a good enough workout in this morning. I feel like I could have gone harder, so I'm gonna try to go harder again and crush these muscles so that I get these gains, you know what I mean? All right, a quick little upper body day, never hurt nobody. We're going for round 2, trying to get these muscles to go to failure so that I can get all plumpy, you know what I'm saying? All right, that's the end of the workout and the end of my day. I still have to pack for New Orleans, which I leave tomorrow. And after New Orleans, I'm going to Florida, so need to get packed for that. See you then. I did not end up packing last night because I hate packing, and if I have it my way, I will procrastinate as long as possible, which is now. It's Wednesday, so I leave in 5-ish hours to the airport, and I'm not packed. But I still have some more errands to run before we finish packing. I've had like 1 foot in work and 1 foot out of work. Today is like a floating holiday, so some people in the US are taking it as a vacation, some are not, but I'm packing and trying to get to the airport, so I haven't really had time to focus on the coded workshop that I have to deliver in 2 days. I said I didn't like packing, but what I do like packing is this. I have all of my tech gear here. Typically I'm rocking with 2 16-inch MacBook Pros, a bunch of camera gear, SSDs and stuff like that. I think I need to make like a full dedicated video to what I pack, like my everyday carry when I go on conferences, because there's a lot of cool and fun tech that I absolutely need to make content and to do my job as a software developer advocate. It is almost 12 o'clock, which is when I typically take lunch. And since I don't like eating, I spend my lunches usually doing a lift and running 1 errand if I have one. And today I have the errand of a lifetime, the errand of the week. I've been super pumped for this. All right, the errand that we need to run is that we're heading to Best Buy. Why, you may ask, is because I'm picking up a drone Finally, I've been seeing all these YouTubers with the aerial footage and I've been wanting one forever. So today's the day. We're picking up the DJI Mini 4. Hopefully I can set it up and get it rocking for New Orleans and Destin, but I leave in 5 hours, so hopefully we can get that going before I go. All right, we just pulled into the curbside pickup at Best Buy, and I think old boy's pulling up with the DJI.
Hello.
Hi.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And your drone.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all
Appreciate
good
it.
one.
You too.
App.
I'm like a little kid. Oh man, look at that. That's awesome. And they also had to pick up a mini SD card and then a SD card converter. I don't have time to play with this now. Super excited to set it up. Look how small it is. Like, Anyway, we gotta go to the gym and then we gotta get home, shower, finish packing.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, let's wait. I've been going big on the page out of state. Do research, check out the back of my place. I rep so heavy, attack when I take. Still, I'm on that for the long run. That name that you got, say the right one. Don't try me, I rap like a python.
All right, that was a pretty good workout day. I haven't had a good push day like that in the gym in a while, but it's time to get stuff ready to head to the airport because we're right on schedule. Love that. Hi, baby. Thank you. So I made it to New Orleans, I got some coffee, and I checked into the hotel, but this hotel is questionable. It's really hard to put into words. You know when you're walking past a dark alleyway and you're like, I'm not sure what it is about that alleyway, but I'm not gonna walk down it? That's what this hotel feels like, but except I'm sleeping in it. There are just these slight things that are off with it. It's, again, so hard to explain, but look at that picture. This picture is right by my bed. Anyway, enough of me complaining. Today is day 1 of the conference. There are 2 days of the conference and I speak on day 2. So I have today to do some administrative work for my job as well as put the finishing touches on the speaking portions that I have. So our workshop is 45 minutes, which is pretty difficult because that's a lot to shove into 45 minutes. So I kind of prefer like having an hour or 2 hours to lead workshops, but I can make it rock with 45. So my colleague is already at the conference. I'm about to meet her in just a few seconds, but before I head over, I thought I might answer some questions. I know these super long vlogs are like a bit of a different format for this channel. I'm trying them out. I like them so far. It gives me the ability to be more myself instead of super scripted and trying to deliver my lines on point and on time. But that's me. Let me know how you feel about them. Even though this is a video log of my life as a self-taught software engineer, I know a lot of you have questions about how to get into this career field, just general questions. So I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram and we got a few, so let's answer them. She says, what is the most common entry-level tech position? And I would say it's some type of customer support or IT help desk, and here's why. The barrier to entry to get into these jobs is the lowest, so you don't need a 4-year degree, you don't need an associate's degree, you just need either the aptitude to be able to help people with technical issues or a very easy to get certification. But once you get into a company either as a IT help support desk person or a customer support person, it's really easy to transfer to other jobs internally. A lot of the senior developer advocates that are doing the same job I'm doing got their start in a help desk role. So don't sleep on help desk, check it out if you're interested in getting an entry-level job in tech. Minister Rogi says, can I meet you in the US? Maybe. I was in Atlanta last week at Render ATL. It was one of the best conferences I've ever been to, and an added bonus, I got to meet like 25 subscribers that were just there. So if you want to meet me, probably go to one of the conferences that I'll be at. I'll try to let y'all know months in advance which conferences I'm attending, so if you're local or near, maybe we can chat because I love talking to y'all. All right, I'm gonna head over to meet my coworker. It's raining outside. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I probably won't be able to fly my drone today, maybe tomorrow before I speak or talk or leave. We'll see. When I pulled up to the coffee shop, I found me a nice corner and I got to work, which these days just means having ChatGPT code all your work for you. That's a joke. Creating these technical sessions, I break it into 3 parts. The first is the story. Why is it important that you build this? The second is the actual code. Typically, I build these in TypeScript and use Slack software development kits to build out a small demo app. And the last portion is usually some type of hands-on demo. I find people learn things a lot better when they can actually build the demo apps for themselves. The coffee shop was really nice. It was around the corner from the venue where the event is happening, so it's just like a 2-minute walk. Once we got to the coffee shop, we talked about the plan, how we want to deliver our workshop tomorrow. I'm not sure what it is with this job, but we are always working on the content or the workshop or the presentation until the last second. Let me know if you're the same way, but there's always something that breaks, some code that we need to add, something that we need to fix, and this is no exception, so we are working on it diligently. So that's why I'm back here in my hotel. I need some peace and quiet so that I can actually create the thing without people talking to me. So I'm gonna put the finishing touches on my portion. I'm going to test drive her portion to make sure that we have a very beautiful workshop that we can deliver tomorrow at 9 a.m. So I'll be up early. All right, it's about 8:20 on Friday morning. I speak in like 40 minutes. I'm about to grab some coffee, head over to the venue. I also forgot to answer another question that I got on Instagram. Someone asked, when am I coming out with my web development course? That's a good question. Let's shoot for the end of the year. We'll try that. If I can do it earlier, I'll let you know, but I'm definitely trying to get this course out. I gotta go because I'm late, gotta get my coffee, but I'll see y'all later. All right, the lens is fogging up. It's like humid out here. I never had that happen. That's strange. Anyway, the session went great. Same old, delivered it 1,000 times at this point. So that's always fun. We did have a slight error that an API call that we made didn't resolve because the Wi-Fi was too slow, but all in all, a good time. I got to head back to my hotel and pack because I'm getting kicked out, and then I'm gonna drive all the way to Destin, Florida, which is like 3 or 4 hours. So I gotta get to that. And then fix this lens. This is weird. All right, the rental car company that I need to go through to get to my wife in Destin, Florida, 4 hours down the road, is terrible. They're asking me to get to my appointment 2 hours early and then probably wait another 2 hours to get my car. That's 4 hours just to get a rental car that I already reserved. Wasn't expecting that, but so is life. So I'm gonna try to grab some food real quick and then head over to get the car because I wanna see my little baby girl. All right, I made it to the parking garage where I pick up my car. I gotta apologize because the car that I got is actually nicer than the one I ordered, and the customer service wasn't bad at all. So got a Volkswagen something. All right, figure it out. I can't find the keys though. So after 5.5 hours of driving from New Orleans, we're finally here in Destin, Florida, and it looks gorgeous, baby. Let's go. When I was stationed here, I was with the Air Force, and I was here for about 5.5 years, and I never came to the beach. And that's mainly because I had the hardest time relaxing because I was so focused on like the next stage of my life, which is this thing right here. And now that I'm finally understanding like my purpose in life and what my career will be, I'm finding it a lot easier to relax. A month ago, I was in Italy relaxing. 2 months ago, I was in Switzerland relaxing, and now I'm on the beach. I think I'm finally understanding how to relax, which is such a breath of fresh air. We're gonna go see a movie, go to some of the spots that we used to go to when we lived here, and just honestly, all around, have a good time. When I first started to code, I always wanted to be a software engineer at Google. That was like, But now since I'm a developer advocate, I think that this is like the best career for me. I still get to code, but the cherry on top is I get to go to other companies and help people, travel the world, and meet so many new people and experience so many new cultures and see what they're working on and be able to educate them in what I know best. Really happy with this career and the stage of my life. Thanks so much for watching, and like always, I'll see you on the next one.